And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first show of 2021. Well, yes, it's finally here. Remember, we were all talking about how, everyone was wishing that 2021 would go away. Well, it finally did. But, right now we are welcoming 2021. So once again, I'd like to welcome 2020 and Centex Proprietary Limited, which operates Australian Indian Radio, Brisbane Indian Times, GlobeNet Realty and Centex Multimedia. Would like to wish everyone a very, very happy and a prosperous 2021. We really hope that this year is much better than what last year was, as we know that many people say that, they would rather forget last year and not even want to know about what happened last year. But such is the case that it is there and it did happen. So right now we'll need to move on with the days for today. First of all, a message from our Prime Minister.
Happy New Year, Australia. As we embark on this new year, I have never felt more proud of my country than I am today. We have confronted the greatest challenge Australians have faced since the Second World War. And we have proved that once again, we are a nation of overcomers. We're a nation that prevails. And we are making our way through this crisis in a very Australian way, guided by our own enduring principles and values that have served us so well. And together, we have done better than almost any other country in the world. Like the generations before us, in this past year, we have found that same indomitable Australian spirit. We've found the grit, we've found the ingenuity and the forbearance, and we have been upheld most of all by our wonderful spirit of mateship. In a period of unprecedented isolation, we have once again found each other and turned to each other. As a result, we are getting through this together. But that's always been the story of Australia. A people who look out for each other and strive to do what's right, who seek to advance together. A people where everyone plays their part. Even though I know there are a lot more challenges ahead of us in 2021, I have the hope and I have the optimism and the confidence in my fellow Australians, in you, about our country and our capacity to respond to whatever continues to come our way. This is not a faint or vain hope, but one based on our experience together, especially over this past year. We have worked together to save lives and save livelihoods. Every part of our country has stepped up and continues to step up even now. I want to thank all Australians who have sacrificed so much, served so greatly, and even now continue in their steadfast dedication to their duty at this time. From our health workers collecting test samples and tracing the contacts, tending to our elderly, counselling on our helplines and supporting our quarantine arrangements, ably assisted by our Defence Forces and our police and emergency service personnel. And in our community, Australians, you have patiently come forward to be tested, you've complied with public health orders, you're doing the right thing, pushing past the disappointment and frustration of restrictions to push through as a country. And so also to the many business owners of Australia. I know you've been struggling with the uncertainty that a pandemic brings, but you've been keeping your show together and pressing on, both for your own sake and that of the employees that you care so much about. I thank you. In 2021, well, we must stay vigilant as we continue our comeback. A comeback that is now well underway despite the present challenges we face. A safe and effective vaccine, validated, proven by our scientists, by our doctors, will be available to all Australians and will be a key step in our recovery in 2021. Our economic recovery plan will continue to get even more Australians back into work and restore their livelihoods, driven by a business-led recovery. Around 80% of the jobs that were lost during the pandemic have already been recovered. 450,000 businesses have graduated from JobKeeper to support themselves. That's taken more than 2 million Australians off taxpayer-funded income support. That's real signs of progress. As always though, For any government, our first responsibility is to keep Australians safe, to work hard to that objective, but to stand up also for the things we believe in as Australians and not be intimidated, and always protect our sovereignty. So Australia, as we go into this new year, stronger, safer, together, that's the path ahead of us in 2021. Let's continue on that path in the way we've been able to get through this past year and emerge even stronger in 2021. I wish you a very happy, a very safe and a prosperous new year from my family to yours. God bless you, Australia, and thank you.
And a great message there from our Prime Minister, as they could see that, the genuine message coming across, and of course paying tribute and respects to all the frontline workers who have worked tirelessly in order to keep this pandemic under control. Well, right now, before we get to the next part of the news, let's take a very quick look at the weather for today.
I'd mark some troughs that have been triggering storms across the country, and we've got lots of heat still being pulled down into WA. That's ramping up the fire danger. Severe conditions there again today for large parts of the state as we brace for more wet and stormy weather, especially through northern and eastern Australia. It's becoming more widespread through the eastern interior today. Lots of humidity. Showers, storms continuing for Queensland, mostly for the north and the east today. Brisbane, you'll see showers. It's getting to 28. Most of New South Wales can expect some falls. We'll see the biggest totals around the northern half of the coast and ranges. Storms too, for all but the southeast. Sydney, some wet weather, you're getting to 23. It's a cloudy day for Canberra. It should stay dry, 23 for you as well. In Victoria, wet and stormy weather with a warm, humid day across the state. The Gippsland coast, probably not seeing much though. Expect some severe storm warnings around the ranges later, 26 with some showers for Melbourne. And there's wet weather for northeast and Tasmania, spreading along other parts of the north of the state. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty clear, including in Hobart, 20 at the top. We've got some showers and storms just reaching over the eastern border of South Australia, mostly for the southeast with some severe storms there later. Adelaide, you've got a fine 32. And in the west, storms are continuing through the central interior, getting down to the coast once again. Perth, you've got a fine 35. And up top, we'll see northern WA and northern NT getting wet and stormy weather, maybe heavy falls for the top end. That could include Darwin with some showers, maybe a storm, top of 33.
So there you are, the weather news for today. Well, right now, let's hear from our Lord Mayor.
There's no doubt that 2020 brought many challenges, but I'm proud of how far Brisbane has come, with so much accomplished over the past year despite these challenges. We've completed award-winning projects that will make our city better, including Kingsford Smith Drive, the Wynnum Road upgrade, the delivery of another double-decker CityCat, with construction of the third vessel now well underway, and a fleet of 5 new kitty cats to make it even easier to enjoy our amazing river. We've transformed our suburbs through village precinct projects to help support local businesses and keep people in jobs. We've continued to light up the suburbs through our popular bud lighting program. And we've reached a major milestone, securing 4,000 hectares of green space to protect Brisbane's natural habitat and native wildlife. And in positive news for fire pit lovers, you can continue to safely toast marshmallows in your backyard. And when we feared the worst from the coronavirus pandemic, we established the Economic Recovery Task Force to oversee our city's recovery, freezing rates and rolling out a multi-million-dollar support package, all while keeping our city running. Grass mowed, bins collected, buses and CityCats running, and our parks clean and safe for everyone to enjoy during lockdown. 2020 presented extraordinary challenges, but Brisbane showed it was up to the task, and now there's so much to look forward to in 2021. We have a plan and we're investing in projects that will bolster our city's recovery. Projects like the award-winning Brisbane Metro, 2,600 jobs, construction of our first new green bridge linking Kangaroo Point to the Botanic Gardens, the beginning of the transformation of Victoria Park, and the rollout of a new fleet of electric bikes to complement the e-scooters already on offer. Brisbane's future is bright. There's so much to look forward to, and Brisbane just keeps getting better.
Yes, and Brisbane does keep getting better, and very well said there, the Lord Mayor. So many planes there, the Victoria parks, and of course the metro, which will greatly ease the traffic congestion and make it easier to get in and out of the city. Well, that's all planned. But okay, let's have a quick look at how everyone celebrated New Year. Aussies really love to party.
2021 is going to be the year, where we all have good luck and we're all going to do well.
2020 hasn't been the greatest year, so thought, you know what, might bring the boys down, spend the year.
I think what I'm most looking forward to is our little baby that's on the way.
This is my first New Year and I was very excited to see the New Year for me.
Yeah, so that's why.
Because I have heard already, Sydney plays the best New Year ever in the world.
It's been a really different year, I guess, but I feel like we've been really lucky in the territory. And this is just a beautiful way to end the year.
It's been a very mixed year. I think we're all glad it's over, and for some reason, even though we know it's a superficial thing, we're all really looking forward to the turn of the clock.
Other places in the country have hit it really hard, so
we've had our ups and downs as well, but it's 1 year's over, then open to the next one with more opportunities and take it in our stride.
And hopefully 2021 is a step up, but I don't want to jinx it just yet.
Happy New Year! We've reached the low of the low, and now it can only go up.
I wish for 2021 is for everyone to be able to go out without being locked down.
Everyone struggled this year, so I hope that everyone that's struggled with their mental health has a better year in 2021.
If we had some official events, that we also might get people who were unwell. And I just think that's too high a price to pay at the moment. We've done a good job so far.
Well, we're having one last party for the year of 2020 and we're setting it off with a bang with a end of the world theme.
Very excited. It's not been a good year, so we're hoping next year's better.
And of course, everyone's hoping that this year will be better. Well, right now, let's take a look at the fireworks around the country. Darwin Festa. So there you are, that's Darwin, and next up we'll have a very quick look at Hobart. And of course, not forgetting Sydney. We know that the crowds were not there because of the restrictions, but people were watching from home. But a small number of people did manage to make it to the venue, some of the vantage points to have a look. So that is an amazing fireworks display there. Of course, well, right now we'll go to New Zealand, and maybe this is the way forward. Let's have a look. So that is New Zealand there. Well, right now let's listen to a message from one of our sponsors.
GlobeNet Realty. GlobeNet Realty has been the longest established, trusted and respected agency in its trade area. Washa Chandra, Director of GlobeNet Realty, provides honest and ethical service to her customers. If you are thinking of investing in Brisbane real estate market, or if you are seeking professional property management, then you should contact Usha Chandra today on landline 3865 4466 or mobile 0419 775 416. And for further updates, log on to our website www.globenetralty.com.au. GlobeNet Realty is your own local real estate agency. Situated at Shop 52281 Sandgate Road, Boondall. GlobeNet Realty. Real estate is our world.
And that is a wonderful place that real estate is the world. And every week we get a weekly update of real estate and what's happening in real estate and market conditions and of course the areas where to invest and what about the rates and the general rules and regulations that are kept up to date, plus all the graphs backed by PRD research plus CoreLogic and real estate as well. Well, right now, yesterday was the launch, the main launch of a new program by Australian Indian Radio, and from this channel, the launch of Music Junction. And it's been very, very well received. Here's a glimpse of what people got to see last night. You can also go back on Facebook and everything and have a quick look at what actually happened.
दिलों में एक सुकून देता है. कभी-कभी तो भाषा अलग भी हो, फिर भी ताल और सुर का अगर मिलाप सही हो, तो वो संगीत दिल को
किसी नजर से महबूब की महफिल में आज चाहिए मेरा ही अदा बचना ए हसीनों लो मैं आ गया है बचना ए हसीनों लो मैं आ गया हुस्न का आशिक हुस्न का दुश्मन अपनी यादा है यारों से जुदा बचना ए हसीनों लो में आ गया
बहुत ही खूब गाना हुआ ये
बहुत ही अच्छा। और ये गाने वाले थे चंदन जी और आज बहुत सारे अच्छे अच्छे नंबर लेकर आए हुए हैं और सभी जो भी हमारे साथ इस समय जुड़ चुके हैं आप सभी को एक बार फिर बहुत ही स्वागत है। आज का हमारा ये पहला शो म्यूजिक जंक्शन का शो और हमारे साथ में है सभी।
जी हाँ, आप हमें थोड़ा सा इस म्यूजिक जंक्शन के बारे में बता सकते हैं उमेश जी?
हाँ, देखो ये म्यूजिक जंक्शन जो है इस प्लेटफॉर्म को हम लोगों ने लॉन्च किया है इस धैर्य से कि हमारे बहुत सारे स्थानीय कलाकार अभी जैसे आपने सुना कि चंदन जी को आ गए हैं बचना ये हसीनों सभी हसीनों को बोल रहे हैं हमारे जितने भी यहाँ पर है सभी को वो संदेशा दे रहे हैं अपना। तो ऐसे हमारे बहुत सारे कलाकार है यहाँ ब्रिस्बेन में। हम सभी को ये प्लेटफॉर्म देना चाह रहे हैं कि वो सभी यहाँ पर आकर अपना जो ये गीत संगीत है उसे शेयर कर सके। तो इसका ये क्या अभी हम देखना चाह रहे हैं कि अगर लोगों का उत्साह अच्छा रहा तो हम इसको आगे लेकर अभी हम सोच रहे हैं कि महीने में एक बार म्यूजिक जंक्शन किया जाए और उस पर सभी को जैसे हमारे बहुत सारे स्थानीय कलाकार है सभी को बुलाया जाए और अपना अपना कला जो है वो सभी के साथ में जुड़कर इसी तरीके से हम उसे प्रस्तुत जैसे कर पाए।
ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। अब आप अगला कौन सा गीत हमें सुना रहे हैं?
अच्छा, तो अगला गीत जो है उसके लिए हम इस कार्यक्रम पर अभी हमारे जो दोनों कलाकार है उनसे हम आप सभी को परिचय कराएंगे लेकिन पहले आप उनका गीत से तो परिचय कर लीजिए। तो अगला जो गीत है उससे प्रस्तुत करने के लिए हम बुलाने जा रहे हैं और आज हम शामिल कर रहे हैं कार्यक्रम पर मंजू वर्मा जी को। मंजू जी जो है वो भी बहुत ही एक यहाँ पर हमारे जाने माने कलाकार है और बहुत सारे गीत है ऐसे तो, लेकिन आज जो गीत पहली वो लेकर आ रहे हैं उसका है शीर्षक है बदमाश दिल। कभी कभी क्या होता है कि ये दिल जो है ये मानता ही नहीं ना।
जी हाँ, दिल तो हमेशा बदमाशियां करता ही रहता है।
तो चलते सुनते हैं मंजू से।
जी हाँ।
ठग है बड़ा बदमाश दिल ये तुझसे जुड़ा बदमाश दिल मेरी सुने न जिद पे अड़ा साथिया साथिया पगले से दिल ने ये क्या किया चुन लिया तुझको दीवाने ने चुन लिया दिल तोड़ा उड़ा रे आसमां में बादलों के संग ये तो मचल मचल के गा रहा है सुन गई सी धुन बदमाश दिल तो ठग है बड़ा बदमाश दिल ये तुझसे जुड़ा बदमाश दिल मेरी सुने न जिद पे अड़ा बदमाश दिल तो ठग है बड़ा बदमाश दिल ये तुझसे जुड़ा बदमाश दिल मेरी सुने न जिद पे अड़ा
So that is a sample of what people got to see last night. You can go and watch the full episode on our Facebook page. So it is available on my profile and Brisbane Indian Times page, and of course Australian Indian Radio's YouTube channel. And many other people have said that. So if you haven't seen it, do watch it. It's wonderful to see, such local talents here. And if you are a local talent and if you would like to feature on the show, please do contact us and we'll put on a show, because we'd like to, showcase a lot of Brisbane's talent in here in the format that it is made possible, because we know that there are many things which we can't do. And of course there are copyright issues as well, and we'll tell you how to deal with that and how to get which tracks are allowed to, because you can't have all the tracks. They have to be produced for you, and there are many things like that which we can work with you if you are a kalakar in your own right, and if you'd like to be on the show, we'd love to welcome you on the show as well. So please do contact me 0421 388 465, and we'd love to have you on the show as well. Now, we're getting so many requests because we have quite a few songs that we could not include in the show. People want to hear those songs as well. So if there is a need, and if I get enough messages on Facebook, we will probably do a follow-up show maybe Sunday, if people are so inclined, we can probably do that. But the idea is to have one show per month. And we are collecting a bank of songs which we can choose from and have different genres playing, a ghazal night and maybe a themed night one night, and all different ones. But it is wonderful to see that there's so much local talent here, and now people are taking a lot interest in improving their performances as well, and we'd like to give them this platform to showcase their talents. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's been wonderful having your company on this first show of 2021. And of course, we are all part of history, having survived 2020. It was one of those very, very challenging year. And of course, it's changed the world as we knew it. Even if it goes back to normal, it will never get back to pre-2020 normal or pre-pandemic normal, because there are certain things which have changed forever, and some things have changed for the better. And of course, we have seen such a great loss of life during this period as well. So it's been rather unfortunate. The management of the crisis by different countries, different leaders, says a lot about those places and about the management of the pandemic. Of course, not pointing fingers, because no one knew about the consequences, and a lot of times people did not take the right advice, and people didn't do the right thing as well, which caused a lot of trouble as well. Well, all I can say is that I really, really hope and wish that this year is a much better year than the previous year, and of course we are all looking forward, to the pandemic being over, the vaccine becoming effective. But of course we know that many times there are variants that have been found now, so that's another little challenge. So life is always a challenge. It's never constant, so you always need to keep adapting, changing. What we can do is many times when something happens is we can't change that, but we can change the way. What we can control is our actions. So our action means how we react to it, what we do, how adaptable are we. So that's what will make the difference. Well, once again, it's been wonderful having your company. It's always so good to see you. So until tomorrow, it's goodbye for me. Tomorrow will be the weekend edition. And please, if you'd like to hear the rest of the songs put together in a show format, we can do that. But do send us those messages. So until tomorrow, it's goodbye from me. It's wonderful to have your company.